Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. It is a brand new week, and that means we've got some new updates coming to Warzone, Modern Warfare, and Cold War. These are essentially going to be the penultimate updates for Season 2 for all three titles. We've got this week's update, then we have next week's update, then the week after that is when Season 3 is supposed to start, so we've only got 2 weeks left of updates here in Season 2. We've got quite a bit of content and changes coming across the board. And today, you guys already know, we're breaking down everything that was just revealed about this week's updates. So if you enjoy the video at any point, let me know by dropping a like on it. Let's go for 4,000 likes on today's video. And of course, if you're new to the channel, or if you haven't already subscribed, we are on the road to 750,000 subs. 750K is officially on the horizon. So if you want to stay up to date with the latest news, updates, tips, and everything else going on in COD, feel free to hit that sub button and maybe even turn on those post notifications. Also, today is the final day for the current boost on my G Fuel discount code, so if you want to get 30% off your order as opposed to that normal 10% discount, be sure to use code WhosImmortal at checkout. So, as always, to start the week, we did get a brand new update preview. Normally, we get the majority of this info for the coming week via Activision's whole This Week in Call of Duty blog post, but today we actually got Treyarch previewing some stuff for Warzone and Cold War, and we actually have quite a bit of content coming, like I said. For starters, we are officially getting a brand new weapon this week, the final new weapon of Season 2, it would seem. The ZRG 20mm sniper is coming to Warzone and Cold War this week. Of course, we've had this one on the roadmap since the start of the season, and it seems like quite a few players are looking forward to this one. I know I see y'all going crazy in the comments. I've seen a ton of people asking when this would be added to the game. Now we know for sure it is coming this week, and I won't lie, I've got some high hopes for this thing. It sounds like it's going to be a pretty solid sniper. I would expect it to be, relatively strong. I know in Cold War, it did actually glitch out for some players last week, and people were actually able to, I believe, get it from the store for a few hours before it was fixed. And from the gameplay that I saw, it actually looks pretty decent over there, but of course, Warzone and Cold War do play quite differently. What I am more interested in, though, is how it's going to sort of compete in Warzone right now. And going off of what we know about the weapon itself, it seems like it could be a competitor. It looks like it's going to be a bit slower, but it is going to pack a punch, so it's going to be stronger in exchange for that slower ADS time and whatnot. And I'm curious to see how it's going to fit into the current sniper meta. Of course, the Kar 98K pretty much runs the sniping meta right now, but the Tundra is still very solid. The HDR is still viable. The SPR is in there in the conversation too, so it should be pretty interesting to see how this plays into that and if that'll shake things up or not. Also, on top of that, we did have a leak from a few weeks back that might have actually revealed the unlock challenge for it. As you know, with any and all new DLC weapons that are part of the in-season updates, you usually have a store bundle for them, so you can just go ahead and buy the weapon outright if you want to do that. Or you can go ahead, you can unlock it for free via a brand new challenge. And what we saw said you need to get 2 long shots in 15 different matches while using a sniper rifle, so really not anything too crazy. It'll take some time to run through those matches, but the challenge itself, 2 long shots, really not too difficult at all. But keep in mind, that is subject to change just because, as of right now, it is still a leak. We are also getting the brand new Revis Operator this week as well via a brand new store bundle. That one will probably go for 2,400 COD points considering most Operator bundles run at that price. But yeah, the final new Operator for Season 2 is also debuting with this week's update. Now, we also learned that Gunsmith Customs is going to be coming to Cold War this week. This, of course, is a feature that we've had, I believe, since launch in Warzone and then also for quite some time over in Modern Warfare as well. This basically allows you to mix blueprints with one another. So, for instance, you could have a magazine from one blueprint and a barrel from another and a stock from another. You can honestly make some weapons look really, really cool because of it. You get some cool like color patterns going on, some cool sort of makeshift camos, if you will. And up until this point, we haven't actually had this feature available in Cold War or for the Cold War weapons over in Warzone. But now in Cold War, for sure, we are getting the option to have Gunsmith custom blueprints on our own classes. They haven't said whether or not this feature is going to come to Warzone for the Cold War weapons yet, but I assume it's going to be there eventually. Really, it is only a matter of time, I'd say. But definitely some cool news for Cold War players and hopefully Warzone players as well at some point in the future. Then the gunfight mode, pretty much as a whole, I'd say, is also getting a handful of upgrades this week in Cold War. We are going to see the gunfight blueprints mode added back into the rotation with some brand new Season 2 blueprints in there. And then more importantly, we're also getting the gunfight tournament playlist finally. And of course, this allows us to compete in a tournament of gunfight matches for some exclusive rewards. If this is anything like it was back in Modern Warfare, we're probably going to end up getting some special blueprints for actually winning the whole tournament. We should probably see some XP bonuses in there as well. and likely some smaller rewards too, like some charms or some calling cards, some stickers, and other stuff like that. Honestly, I was a huge fan of the gunfight tournaments back in Modern Warfare. Definitely excited to see them debut here in Cold War. Also, I should note when it comes to Modern Warfare, while we don't have any real like playlist preview or anything like that, we usually don't hear anything like that anyways. The Trello board was actually updated with a fix for Modern Warfare weapon perks not working on loadouts or just in general class setups. I believe this is an issue both in Warzone and then also in Modern Warfare multiplayer as well. I know for a fact that sleight of hand hasn't been working correctly since the 1.34 update. I think FMJ has also been having some issues, but this is marked as fixed scheduled, so come Thursday, or who knows, maybe even sooner than that, we should see a fix to the weapon perks, not actually giving you any weapon perks. So if you are using a lot of Modern Warfare weapons and you notice that, that is getting fixed here this week, or presumably this week. Now, shifting back over to Warzone here, like we've seen throughout the past few weeks here in Season 2, we should see the zombie situation evolve yet again, and this week in particular, a lot of different things could end up happening. Of course, last week we were hoping we'd see the zombies really start to sort of ramp up with the outbreak and we'd see them spread out to multiple locations at once, but it was just the TV station when it was all said and done. However, the outbreak percentage was moved up to 33%, the highest that we've seen up until this point, and with only 2 weeks left in the season, I'm sort of wondering if we're going to see it jump up to like, say, 66% this week, then maybe 99% the next week, and then at the very end of the season, in the final few days, we'll see the whole Plague LTM and the nuke event unfold. Obviously, we are going to have to wait and see for that, but we should at the very least see the zombies get to their next stop on the whole Verdansk tour, of course led by Miss Frizzle, the one and only. And according to the leaks that we've discussed here before, the Superstore, the Dam, and the Stadium are still possible areas for the zombies to move to. If I had to guess, it might actually be the Stadium that they move to next, because last week, when Call of Duty actually tweeted out the little teaser for the TV station being infected, they also mentioned that a Verdansk Sparks player was, I believe, bitten by a zombie or something, and the Sparks are the team that plays inside of the Verdansk Center, so it's possible that we see the zombies move over there. However, at the same time, it is also possible that we see the zombies start to sort of spread out more than to just one location. Personally, I'm anticipating this because that's when we'll know the nuke event is really about to kick off. But again, we're just going to have to wait and see. But of course, you guys already know we're going to be covering any and all map changes in the coming days, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, there you have it. With all of that being said, that is effectively everything that ended up being revealed for this week's updates, and that's going to wrap things up for today. If you enjoyed the video, let me know by dropping a like on it. And of course, if you're new here and you want to stay up to date with the latest Call of Duty news, intel, updates, and pretty much everything else in between, feel free to subscribe with your notifications turned on. That way you'll always know whenever I upload a new video. Like I said in the intro, right now code WhosImmortal is actually 30% off on G Fuel, so if you want to grab anything there, be it a new tub, a shaker cup, a starter pack, you name it, code WhosImmortal has got you covered. But once again, thanks so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.